Who's your commander?
Good luck.
Equip.
Move to combat.
Resolves.
Now, before you attack
Does
me,
anyone have an answer?
well played.
Good game.
Hello, thanks for watching. My name is DJ and this is the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel. Today I have a free preview from Wizards of the Coast of the upcoming Modern Horizons set. The new card is Springbloom Druid. Springbloom Druid is 2 and a green for a 1/1 elf druid, and when Springbloom Druid enters the battlefield you may sacrifice a land. If you do, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. This is a seemingly innocuous card. It's a mana ramp spell on a 1/1 body, but there's a lot of depth to this type of card. It immediately has me thinking of the card Harrow, 2 and a green for an instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a land, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. We have the same sort of effect of sacrificing a land and fetching out 2 additional ones. Harrow, of course, is very different, being an instant, the lands come onto the battlefield untapped, very critical, but Springbloom Druid comes with a 1/1 body, and that can be very good. This might be a closer comparison to cards like Farhaven Elf, Wood Elves, or Yavimaya Dryad. Again, all of these cards are very different, but we've seen them play really well in tons of different formats. Now, this card will not unseat the champion of mana ramp dorks in Modern, Secura Tribe Elder, but it could do a little something. But I'm most excited to see what it does in Commander, because I believe that you're witnessing a brand new green staple for our format. No one can deny the power of mana ramp in the Commander format, and getting lands onto the battlefield is one of the best ways to achieve that ramp. And we've had an influx of commanders that really love when we manipulate lands on and off the battlefield. The Gitrog monster will draw you a card when you sacrifice that land. Titania, Protector of Argoth, will generate you a 5/3 elemental token. Multani, Yavamaya's avatar, will get 3 bigger rather than just 1 bigger from normal ramp spells. We also have a plethora of cards that interact with the graveyard really favorably. Muldrotha loves having your ramp on permanence and also loves you putting lands into the graveyard, so you can play both of these later on in the game, ramping you even more. Lord Windgrace really likes lands in the graveyard because that -3 can get them back onto the battlefield. And there's actually lots of cards that do this effect, but I just have Crucible of Worlds here to remind you that we can just play lands from the graveyard sometimes. It's also interesting to note that you can get 2 different types of basics with your Springbloom Druid, and so if you're trying to fix for your Lord Windgrace, you can sacrifice a forest and get a swamp and a mountain instead. And of course, the thing we're really thinking is landfall. Getting 2 lands on the battlefield instead of just 1 doubles up these critical landfall triggers. Springbloom Druid makes Omnath better, Tatiova better, Lotus Cobra better, Tireless Tracker better, any landfall commander or card just better. And really, this card goes beyond just landfall synergies and land-based decks. Marin of Clan Neltoth, and honestly lots of graveyard decks, really want their ramp on a body because they can use that body better than instants or sorceries. Mazarek Crawl Death Priest also really likes Springbloom Druid because it synergizes with sacrifice, and it really likes incidental creatures on the battlefield. A 1/1 body is more useful than you might think, especially when you see your opponents birthing podding this into a 4-drop or skull clamping it for 2 cards. And so let's welcome a brand new staple to our format, Springbloom Druid. You will be seeing a lot of him at commander tables near you. Thank you, Wizards of the Coast, for this free preview card. I also want to thank TCGplayer.com because they sponsor the Jumbo Commander YouTube channel, and all of my patrons for supporting me every day. If you're interested in what I do, well, I do a lot of Commander content. If you are even a little bit interested in Commander, may I encourage you to click on the subscribe button or give this video a thumbs up, or not. Whatever, but I'm going to be putting out some really cool videos on the new legendary creatures from Modern Horizons, and you don't want to miss those. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and have a wonderful day.